Hey, Governor Abbott in Texas, he's an interesting guy and he's making things happen. He's filling buses up with illegal people and he's sending them to sanctuary cities. And he's saying, hey guys, your sanctuary city, like, why are you complaining? And they continue to complain, particularly in New York. New York is getting bus after bus, and the mayor and the police chief and everybody's saying, hey, you can't do this, stop it. They have migrants in more than 14 different hotels so far. There's more buses on the way, and they're calling Abbott a racist and all kinds of things, right? Because that is what they do. And why don't they just call it like it is? There's a big problem. The Vice President of the United States of America says, hey, the border is secure. Your mind's not secure. It's kind of bouncing around in there or something is. It's loose because it ain't secure. And Abbott is saying, we've had enough. We can't keep looking after all of these people and catch and release and everything else. And you guys are saying that's what we should do. Have some busloads. And how do you like that? The new housing, the new food stuff, everything that's got to go on to look after thousands of people that are there illegally. Illegal. Is there any part of that word these Democrats don't understand? They don't understand very much. I get it, but wow, wow, wow. Then you have the Colorado Secretary of State, another kind of a Marxist commie person, right? Gina Griswold. She says Republicans, they plan to attack Americans' right to vote if they are able to win this year's midterm elections. For us, she says, we're trying to save democracy. So don't vote for these people. We have to frighten you, because if you vote for them, they're going to change the way you live. It's kind of the opposite there, Gina, baby. I mean, what is it you're talking about? They're really going to do this? Did somebody say that? Is there any evidence? No. There's none. There's none at all. But it's all about fear. That's how they operate and that's how they live. It's all about fear. They're scaring people. And a lot of people, sadly, do buy into this stuff. Whoa, it was written. It must be true. They're going to take our free elections away. Come on. Think about all of this. It ain't going to happen. Official figures published by the UK government reveal that the fully triple vaccinated population accounted for 90% of all deaths in England with regard to COVID over the past year. 90% of COVID deaths. Wow, that's a big number. These are people that have had all of the jabs that they could possibly have, right? Well, triple at least, I should say. And some are fully with 4. Maybe there's 5 or 6 of them right now. Who can keep track anymore? But you know what? The UK government agency known as the Office for National Statistics published data on deaths by vaccination status in England up to the end of May 2022. And those are the numbers and those are the stats. And people don't want to hear that. Some people, a lot of people do, but people on the left, they don't want to hear it, and journalists don't want to hear it, and they're saying, don't let that guy say it. Edit out what he's saying. So if you see a couple in this video, if you see a couple of that means this got edited out and you didn't hear it. Just saying. Okay, a vaccinated alcoholic who develops liver cirrhosis can get a liver transplant, but a young unvaccinated man who gets hit by a drunk driver and needs a heart transplant is not eligible, but that same young unvaccinated man is good enough when he's dead to be an organ donor. Welcome to Canada. Hey, other Canada things here. The BC government says we're going to give $60 million to all of you parents, people, because it costs a lot of money to go to school and the cost of living is up. It's not our fault. I guess they're forgot about that. It is their fault. They're a government agency. They do all kinds of things. They give money away. The taxes in British Columbia are outrageously high. They have taxes on places and things that they shouldn't have. And now they're saying we're going to give you $60 million to all of you people with kids because, you know what, we have to help people deal with the cost of living pressures that they are experiencing. They actually said that. But it's your fault. How do you fix stupid? Oh, you can't. Dumb is forever. Vote them out. Who do you vote for? That's another thing, of course, another conversation, but you have to vote them out. And every state, every country is experiencing people like this. You know, we'll help you. We'll take a bunch of money out of your right pocket, and we'll give it to you, and you can put it in your left pocket, maybe vice versa, and it doesn't compute. I mean, how you can help is just to stop being yourselves. Change, do a little switch over there, don't you know? Get better, get right, and then people can manage their own lives. Pretty simple stuff. Now, in Canada still, public instances of threats and intimidation are going on apparently to politicians, and a lot of the women politicians are, of course, are saying it's because we're women. It's not, it's because you're dumb and you're doing dumb things, right? I mean, because a lot of the high-placed positions now with politicians in Canada are filled by women. And now they're saying we're getting yelled at and getting threats because we're women. It's because you're doing a bad job. You're trying to change the structure and the fabric of a country that has been around for a long time. And now you're saying everyone who's doing these bad things are racist, and just because you're a woman and cha-cha. Here's a nice thing to end the day, Mickey Mantle. I had one of these cards when I was a kid. Where is it now? It's a 1952, mint condition. It sold at an auction sale recently for close to $13 million. And that would be American money. So in Canadian dollarettes, for instance, that's like 18 or 19 million smackers. Wow, for a Mickey Mantle card. Kind of cool, don't you know? Hey, y'all come back. See ya.